Massive cuts to Medicaid therapy services for children are set to go into effect in Texas in 2 weeks. But now some lawmakers are urging the governor to press the pause button. Fox 4's Lori Brown in studio live with us. All right, how many kids might these cuts impact, Lori?
Steve, therapy providers estimate 12,000 disabled children in North Texas and 60,000 children across the state would lose access to therapy under the budget that passed. And they say that could cost the state more in the long run.
Pop. Pop. Bubble. Bubble. Very good.
2-year-old Kyler's therapist says Kyler is an example of what therapy can do for a child.
Eat apple. Eat apple. Very good.
Kyler was born 6 weeks early. Now adopted, he was the baby of a drug addict. He went through withdrawal and could not even swallow without choking. He also has trouble hearing certain sounds, which makes it hard for him to say some words. That's where Megan Ramos comes in.
He doesn't have very much vocabulary because he was so delayed in speaking.
Ramos is worried about what will happen to kids like Kyler if the state goes through with its massive cuts to Medicaid therapy services.
We have kiddos that are much more severe and profound than Kyler. I think of a couple of my kids, and it really does bring tears to my eyes because some of these kids that I treat are so significantly impaired that we truly come in there and we give those parents hope.
When you include the federal match that will be lost, the total cuts to therapy services is $350 million. The state made the cuts based on a study that found Texas was paying twice as much for services as other states. But therapy advocates say the study was deeply flawed and compared apples to oranges.
This slipped through the crack.
Texas Senator Royce West, along with 27 other state lawmakers, wrote a letter to the governor urging him to hold off on the cuts until the impact can be fully examined.
But what we don't want to do is have a situation where we are deciding to save $50 million in general funding, and as a result of that, we're kicking kids out of programs that they need to be in.
If the governor does not stop the cuts before September 1st, it will take 2 years before the cuts could be reversed. And for many of the children needing therapy, experts say that could be too late.
Say 3. Let me say 3. Thank you.
We've worked for days now to get an interview with Senator Jane Nelson, the chair of the committee that made the cuts. She is traveling and was not available to talk on the phone. She sent a statement citing the study's findings about rates, and she says she will monitor the implementation to ensure disabled children get the care they need. Steve.
Okay, Lori Brown, thanks.